Hey gang, it's Rob. Mr. Dalton has walked on over across the way to try and get us one more permission here, another one of the blocks of grass, one of the few ones we don't have. But we are down here at our big church permission, 2 counties south, where I think we've gotten 11 or 12 silvers. Park Rat Pat got his Masonic silver, and I've gotten big silver, the Walker. So guys, we're gonna hit some areas we haven't done yet today. All right, wish us luck. Well gang, I have 1 copper penny and 1 zinc penny and more trash than I can count. And I had a deep signal here bouncing, and I wasn't going to show this because I thought it was just going to be a piece of round iron or metal coming out. But guys, based on that little flip top right there, I know exactly what this is, and I can clean this up. This is an old metal cased measuring stick. This came out and spun around and brought your tape back in. Yeah, this is an old measuring tape. My father had one of these. Yeah, I can clean that up. That'll look nice. All right. All right, gang, I'm in the backyard of Mr. Gene's little backyard. His house isn't super old, but it's part of the old ground around here. I finally got a really nice 23-24 signal, which is about as Wheatie signal as you're going to get with the Knox. I think it's a Wheatie. Yes, sir. I see the 1 cent. So let me stand by and get a date. It looks like a 44. So first Rob's first new Wheatie of the year is a 1944. Alrighty, we're on the board for 2020, folks. Alrighty guys, I'm still here in Mr. Gene's backyard. This is where I got the 44 Wheatie. Worked my way to the cord of the fence, came out, did 1 row coming back. Gotten quite a few pieces of copper. Guys, I got an 1819 here. And when Dalton got this permission 6-8 months ago, whatever it is, when we were working it, she said some guys were here 10 years ago and got some Indians, and that is the one coin we have not got off this property, is an Indian. Right up until now, Rob just pulled an Indian on a perfect 1819 signal, and you can see it was about 6-7 inches down. There it is. Come on. 1901. Nice. Rob starts off the year with a 119-year coin. Boy, and she's clean too. Look at that. All right, comes Mr. Dalton. He's way on the other side of the property. Oh yeah, that's a nice shot right there. Look at that. My day's made. Well guys, just got the second Wheatie of the day, the 1956. Still here in Gene's backyard. All right. Well guys, there's Mr. Gene's house. I was in his backyard. He's over there still talking to Dalton. And then Gene said, this house we've been trying to get, Miss Francine owns. Gene says she doesn't live there anymore, and he kind of caretakes it, so he said go ahead and do it. So guys, we just got our last property here. That gives us this whole thing now. All right, well I got a bouncy 24, 25, 26, not the silver coin I was hoping for, but guys, an old Ford ignition key. Very cool. Alrighty gang, after that Ford key there near the corner, I'm gonna work my way down the edge of the sidewalk. Just got a nice 23, 24, 25 signal. Look at the nice back of that Wheatie. How clean that is. Let's see what the year is. Oh guys, newest Wheatie, oldest Wheatie of the day. 1925. This is a 1930s house. All right, here comes Dalton. We're gonna hang out here for a while. As I'm walking over here because Mr. Dalton calling the Wheatie, and he says it's gonna be his first one of 2020. Before I could even get the camera on, it's exactly what he dug, but he called this one.
41.
41. He is on the board with his first Wheatie for 2020. So now we have 20s, 2 40s, and a 50. Nice. There we go. Nice. 41. Alrighty, buddy. Boom. Well, now we're both on the board. What you gotta go do, buddy? You gotta go sit in the truck.
I'm gonna go sit in the truck.
Right after his Wheatie, guys, I came back. I got a bouncy 33, 34, 35, 36, and I said, Dalton, this is a big silver signal, but it's bouncing a little high.
I think it's a Benji. I think.
And there it is, guys. You can see the silver. Oh my gosh.
Look at it.
Yeah, it's only, 2.5, 3 inches down. All right, Flipper, take her out, Mr. Dalton.
All right.
Oh, look at that beautiful 51. Wow, guys. What a way to start off my first hunt 2020. Nice.
Yeah, you got your bare hand.
Oh man.
Look at that.
Wow. Not even 3 inches down, guys.
And Rob didn't hit it.
I didn't hit it and I called it, guys. I didn't film it, but I did call it.
You did.
51 Philly.
Great coin.
Nice. Boom. All right. Yeah, that one will go in the, that's a Bobby Dazzler pocket one. A nail out of here, another piece of metal, some rusted ring, and guys, I just got this. I drop it on Mr. Dalton. My 5th or 6th thimble.
That's what I got.
Oh, it's a little mini teeny fork.
Something.
Yeah, that was probably a
fork. There's a design.
I got my brush on my here. I got my brush on my pouch.
I can see it.
Okay.
Reminds me of the New Orleans Saints.
Oh, so it looks like the what do they call that? The fleur-de-lis or whatever it is. The oh, it is. That's the yeah, that's the Saints. That's the New Orleans fleur-de something. Oh, nice. All right. Alrighty, guys. I'll figure out what that stuff's called. All right. This front yard's starting to pay off. Calls our 5th Wheatie of the day a 41D. So that gives him another one right off the bat for the Warman's book. Boom. Alrighty, sir. Alrighty, gang, now this house is starting to come alive. This was only 2 inches down under some roots, and I've been scraping and scraping and scraping. You can finally see the 1 cent. I have no idea what year it is right now. It's pretty corroded or crusted. And Mr. Dalton just called one too. So I think that's our 7th. What do you got? 25? Oh, well, that equals my oldest one. Nice. There's a third 90-year-old penny for the day, 90-year-old coin.
Up against the sidewalk.
Nice, sir. Boom, now this property's starting to pick up. We got this whole big backyard to do. All the way out to the main street, guys. And that little property over there and the yard next door. Nice. Hey, gang, just under the surface, look at this big hunk of copper. I don't know if this is a pneumatic valve or I don't know what that was too, but man, that is heavier than hell. All right. Of course, Mr. Dalton goes right over. I just took these two, that big huge copper piece and another copper piece out of the ground. Mr. Dalton goes over it now that I cleaned all the metal out of the area and gets himself a Wheatie.
Don't worry, that one's a 54D.
All right, he says it's a 54D. But he's got some other things to show me, he says.
That one.
Oh, he's got a cover for a Ford valve stem.
Yes, I do.
That's oh, and there's writing on that. We'll be able to clean that off at the truck.
I got a 36, and this one's pretty worn. I don't have a date yet.
Oh my gosh, that's going to be, that might have a 1 in front of it. All right, we're heading back to the truck, guys. We'll get you a date, and we'll get you the writing off the Ford valve stem nut. But I know that's what that is. People, we're back here at this house. Dalton looked it up. You said it's 26 or 29? 26? Okay, this is our newest permission of part of the church. And guys, my first dig after lunch.
Oh, it's Alabama.
What is it?
It's an Alabama tax token. I have one.
No kidding. All right.
Yours is a little
beat up.
Little beat up.
All right, well, I'll clean that up later. I'll take that, guys. Never had one of them. Louisiana, you're correct, sir. Boom. Nice way to start the day after lunch. And Mr. Dalton gets a coin. Start the afternoon. He calls a Wheatie.
44.
44. So guys, we are in double digits for Wheaties today. Big silver, double digit Wheaties, and an Indian, and a nice Ford valve cover locking nut. Nice. And Mr. Dalton calls a 53D for a second Wheatie after lunch. And Mr. Dalton gets another Wheatie, gang. This one's a little older, 34.
And no, I did not hit this one.
Was it like that? Or why, did you hit the other one?
No, but it's got a big old thing across the middle of it.
Nice. Okay, 34. We're getting some older Wheaties here, gang. Nice. Pre-World War II. He thinks that one without a date that we can't see, he thinks is a 15. All right, guys, got a good signal here. And pulled me out a nice small pocket knife, guys. Not in bad shape either. We might be able to get that one. Now it's missing part of its wood handle there, but the blade looks decent on that. Might be able to get that open. Nice. Haven't had a pocket knife in a while. I'll take it. Mr. Dalton's on a Wheatie tear since lunch. What year you got?
53D.
53D. Okay. I had a big signal here. Bam! Chrome gas cap, probably 70s or 80s, but bam! And Mr. Dalton just called an unusual kind of semi-rare find we don't get too often. He gets a nickel, and it's a 41, and it's a 41 San Francisco. Boom! Nice find, sir. Well, gang, Mr. Dalton's been on a Wheatie tear since lunch. But I had a faint 22, 23 here, and I told Dalton that's a perfect Wheatie sound for an early Wheatie. And gang, that looks early. 18, I think. What does that say, 18D? And yours?
Yes, it is, 18.
And yours, I think, is what, 37?
37.
Wow, we're just tearing it up here, Mr. Dalton. 18D and a 37. Oh, here's his 37. Okay, guys, my second 100-year-old coin of the day. And I've got a couple 90s too. This is great, guys. Dalton just got another Wheatie. And you said?
45.
45. That puts him close to double digits for the day, gang. And I've got 6 or 7, so.
I think I am over double digits.
I think we might be equaling Mr. Troy's. Mr. Troy kicked ass on a St. Pete permission yesterday, gang. So we're having to work to catch up to him. Gets another Wheatie.
42.
42. Nice. Oh, cool. I've had one of them before, but I don't know what the hell it is. Nice. All right. Okay, gang, we got a 18 signal. Hoping for Indian. But guys, I don't know what that says. Plow. Plow kiss, plowgis. Don't know what that is, gang. Okay, copper relic. Alrighty, gang, there's Mr. Dalton down there. I actually found something he missed. I'm out here on this big, wide curb strip. And had a 26, 27, thought we might go for a silver dime. We haven't gotten a silver dime yet today. And I just got my 7th or 8th or 9th Wheatie. And yeah, I'm gonna have to clean that off. Can't see the front at all. Look at that, that's beautiful. But that's completely crusted over. All right, we'll get a date off that. And Mr. Dalton's on the curb strip of the front yard, and he calls another Wheatie, and we've moved down here to around the basketball courts. Dalton's gotten a Rosie here. I got a Rosie over there, and I got an old Wheatie over there. Guys, we haven't really done over here by the basketball courts. And I got a faint bouncy signal here. And look at that, gang. Mr. Dalton thinks it's a Merc. He is correct. $45, nice. Double silver for Rob today. Philadelphia, 45 Merc.
Yeah.
Oh, that looks pretty. Alrighty, guys, deep down in that hole under some roots. Nice. All right, doing some areas we haven't done yet. Well, gang, it's getting late in the day. It's 4:20. At least we've got some cloud cover from the sun. I just dug a 13-14, which I normally don't dig, but it's getting late. Signals aren't as prevalent as they have been, so.
Did you get a nickel?
No.
Huh.
Oh, it's got a little hole at the end, so it might have been a charm. Oh, it says free. What does that word say?
Free Cuba.
No kidding. Look at that. Oh, that's a cool relic, people. All right. Guys, things have slowed down from lunch, but Mr. Dalton just called a Wheatie. Here we go. Nice shot. All right. And Mr. Dalton rechecked his hole, gang. And right next to the 45, he got himself a 39. Look at that. And Mr. Dalton staying in the same area. 1940 Wheatie. All right. And Mr. Dalton says, and I quote, another freaking Wheatie. And what year did you say?
41.
41. Man might be coming up to close to 20 on his own. Alrighty, good people, it's a few minutes after 5. The sun is setting there behind that big tree. Mr. Dalton's working his way back to the truck. I have just shut my machine off. Alrighty guys, we're calling it a day. It's about 5:20. Here's the board. Mr. Dalton, 18 Wheaties, and I got 725 Wheaties for the day. Phenomenal. My 1901 Indian. There we go. 1901 Indian. Shield's got really nice lines to it. All right. And then obviously you can see the Merc 45. And the 51 Franklin. And then the cool Free Cuba star. I'm assuming that's a charm since there's a little hole up there. I've never seen it like that. That's got a Cuban flag in the middle. Our light's not that great. And my thimble with the fleur-de-lis, as we found out how to pronounce it, which is the symbol of the New Orleans Saints. It stands for the Holy Trinity for the Catholic Church because of the three-leafed lily. The fleur-de-lis is actually a lily. Pocket knife. Mr. Dalton got some cool red belt buckle. We think it's a belt buckle for a kid with a star on it. Some kid's item. And guys, one of his coolest thing is his Schrader. What does it say on it?
Schrader valve something or another.
This is actually a spoon lure. The Weed Runner. This is probably 20s or 30s right here. It's got this thing to keep it from snagging on the weeds, and you can see somebody had fishing line tied on it. That is a really old lure right there, or a spoon. Nice. And we don't know what this is. Reliable 82. I'm thinking that's some type of car part, but that is heavy brass right there, guys, or copper. And then you got a dog tag. Oh, it's even got a doggy on it.
Yep.
And then his big piece of knife, probably. And Mr. Dalton is absolutely correct. 41S nickel. Don't run into those too much often, guys. Very nice. Wow, guys. Oh, and my Louisiana 1 mil tax token. But it's Louisiana, guys. It's aluminum. It's super, super light. First one of those. But that's an incredible board for the day, gang.